back to the Late Late Show. My next guest is a former Wigan Warrior who switched codes and swapped countries to lead Ireland to back-to-back Six Nations wins, a Grand Slam, multiple Triple Crowns, and all the way to an historic #1 ranking in the world. We're delighted he's taken time out to join us tonight, and we're even more delighted he's helped give Irish rugby fans some of the greatest days of our lives.
So Andy Farrell's Ireland off to a winning start.
Lifted to the roar at the home of English rugby. Cherry on the cake, isn't it? Famous Irish victory.
Confidence, they believe in everything they're doing.
A score!
Back on top in the Six Nations. They find a way to beat Scotland, and doing so with an historic Grand Slam achieved in the capital means there for the taking. A team and a group that has emerged under Andy Farrell to become the world's best.
Please welcome Ireland's most loved Englishman since Jack Charlton and the new head coach of the British and Irish Lions, Andy Farrell! Welcome to the show, sir.
Thanks very much. Thanks for having me.
Just in from Australia yesterday. You missed the storm, but did you miss the jet lag?
Well, I don't know whether it's bedtime or breakfast or whatever. But anyway, I'm glad to be here. Thanks for having me.
You walked out, you heard that reaction. I mean, how does it feel to be the most loved Englishman in Ireland?
I think Jack Charlton was the man, wasn't he, for that? Look, we've been here for 10 years now, and we couldn't be in a better place, you know, as a family, to live here in Ireland and be so welcomed is a dream come true for us all. So very, very privileged.
And you're saying you've been here now for 10 years. I mean, does Dublin feel like home for you and the family?
It definitely does. It definitely does. 10 years is a long time, isn't it? You know, young fella in school there. So loving life, yeah, it's very easy place to live because of the people. That's what it's always about, isn't it?
You began your career in rugby league, not union, when you were swapping over. How big a decision was that?
Yeah, it was obviously a big decision. There's always big decisions to be had, but unless you take one of them, then you'll never know, or you'll never grow. So one of the main reasons for swapping over was to do something different and test ourselves, not just me personally, but us as a family, to move from the northwest of England down to London. As you know, it would be like moving to Timbuktu. So
was the move to Dublin easier than the move to London?
100%. By a countryman. It was like coming home. Yeah.
Look, you can feel the love for you. You know, we're delighted to have you here. Was coaching always part of the plan for you from the get-go?
I think so. Yeah. I was the type of player that wasn't somebody who had unbelievable footwork, speed, ability to beat people, etc. My way of doing things was always about the team and strategy and planning and the execution of that, obviously. So hence being a captain throughout my career. And then, you know, I've had some unbelievable coaches, some bad ones as well. You learn from them all. I've wrote plenty of stuff down. But at the end of the day, I think the main thing is taking all that knowledge and putting it into your own self, and how that applies is very interesting to me.
You're talking about the good coaches. We'll maybe get you to name some of the bad ones in a bit. 3 years under Joe Smith. What's the difference between being part of a coaching staff and taking on head coach? Is that a big jump?
Yeah, it's very different. I mean, as an assistant coach, it's exactly as it says on the tin. You've got to assist the team in the way that the head coach wants the direction of the team to go in. And then when you get into the head coach's role, you think it's just about the coaching, and it's nothing. It's nothing like that at all. I would say it's 20% of it is in the coaching. Most of it's in the managing of the people in and around the staff, so that they're able to be the best self as well. So took some getting used to at the start, but absolutely loving the job, loving life in Ireland.
You were coaching with England before you came to Ireland. Was head coach with England, was that ever part of the plan?
No. No.
Really?
No, because wherever you are, you're just trying to do your best job. And if you're doing a good job, then things tend to come your way, as you know. So
Sometimes when you're not doing a good job, you're still here.
So, you know, I'd never asked to be captain of a side or a head coach of a side or whatever. People tend to ask you because of the job that you're doing, you know, and you take that in your stride and make the decisions as you go.
And play it by
Is
ear.
that right?
I don't know. It sounds right whenever you say it, Andy. It definitely does. You're talking about how settled you are here. You know, your son's in school over here. Did I hear you were turning up at the odd GA match at the side of the pitch?
We was, yeah.
Yeah. And what was that like for you?
I love it. As a 5-year-old, straight away we went sent him down to Clonagale there in Sandymount and playing the hurling and the football and standing on the sidelines in the evenings through the winter and watching him on a weekend is fantastic. I mean, the transformation of what happens to all the kids, transferring that to rugby further down the line, you can see why most of them are so skillful with that under the belt.
And do you think that gives Ireland that wee bit of advantage? Bringing
I think
people
so.
through?
100%. I mean, you go around every village, never mind town, and it's there for everyone to see, isn't it? The community is all around the GAR stuff, so it's fantastic to see, isn't it?
Your eldest son, Owen, former England captain, over 100 caps, England legend. How difficult was it to coach for Ireland when he was playing against you for England?
Very easy, actually. I know that sounds sadistic in a way, but it was very easy because I know for a fact that he would do anything to beat me. So why wouldn't I do it to beat him as well? No, on a serious note, I've coached him when he was a junior coming through at Saracens, and that was obviously professional. And when it's your job and it's your duty, you get on with it. And I suppose it's harder for everyone else around the family, etc. But for us, it's always just been about the job in hand and doing the best that you can for your team.
We have a wee picture here from 2023 when we won the Grand Slam. England were playing in Dublin. This is your family here. Talk us through the who have we got in this picture and
that's Gracie
the
and
split
Alicia.
Loyalties you were talking about there.
That's Alicia on the edge there. That's Gracie in the middle. That's Gabriel. He's now 13, and the grandkids there, the devils themselves, Freddie and Tommy.
So they're Owen's kids in the England strips down there.
Yeah,
at the front.
But I've done plenty of work. They love Ireland. I mean, your kids are classed as English or Irish?
I mean, I would say Irish.
And your wife would say? And what happens come game day?
What happens come game day is that we've kind of made an agreement where when it comes to rugby, they support Ireland. And I allowed her to they can support England if they want.
So just the best teams, is that what you're saying?
Well, I realised I was doing something right whenever...
I'm joking.
I realised I was doing something right whenever Ireland got beaten by England in the soccer recently, and my eldest son went, "Dad, how did we lose that?" So it's...
You're winning.
Yeah, we're winning. We are winning. So for your wife then, for Colleen, whenever she sees, Owen playing for England and you managing Ireland, does she just stay out of it?
I wouldn't say stay out of it. She can't win though, can she? She can't win, and that's the hardest job, isn't it? She must go through hell, really. Somebody's over the moon and somebody's down in the dumps. So I suppose she's got to wear two hats.
No, fair enough. You have given us so many highlights over the years. The series win in New Zealand, Grand Slams, #1 in the world. For you, what's the personal highlight, or do you have one?
I do and I don't. It's putting yourselves under pressure and seeing how you perform under that type of pressure, which is the delight at the end of the day. So trying to realise which is a massive opportunity and a big opportunity to try and jump at and be out of your comfort zone. And if you can swim in that type of environment, then those are the satisfying ones. So, a Grand Slam's hard to do, very hard to do. So always delighted if you're lucky enough to be involved in that type of thing. Backing it up last year is tough because everyone's chasing you again. Putting ourselves under pressure with the type of tour that we had in New Zealand with the extra games, and nobody wins a series out there. So all those type of things are big opportunities, and they satisfy you when the plan obviously comes together.
I mean, high-level sport, there are wins, there are losses, there are highs and lows. How difficult was it to pick yourself up after the World Cup and that loss in the quarterfinal? It wasn't.
It wasn't for me, honestly, because I was proud of them. I was proud of the performance. Not everything goes your way. We had a poor start, and a good side in New Zealand tend to start pretty well anyway, which we had been pretty good at throughout the tournament. But we found a way to come back. Could have, would have, should have type thing. Bounce of a ball, penalty here and there. I know the ifs, buts and maybes, but at the same time, we was in with a shout. And somebody wins, somebody loses. I'd be disappointed even more so if we didn't turn up and perform. I'd be gutted as far as that's concerned. But we did. Not perfectly, because that doesn't happen anyway, in life really. Nothing's perfect. But we found a way to get ourselves in a position to win. So if you can be honest with yourself and see the reality of that, then the only thing to do anyway is to be honest and then push on forward.
And that's what it's about. It's about, you guys as a team and the respect that you have.
That's all it's about.
As a group.
It's just about the team. It's with the Irish guys, 100%. It's the main thing that sticks out. There's no egos whatsoever. It's always just about the team and everyone giving themselves to that. And when you feel the power of that, then it makes you proud to be involved.
Some give a wee bit more than others. Can you talk us through this? This is a little portrait of your good self. If you can tell us where, what is this, and where is this glorious image of you, Andy?
That's on Mac Hanson's leg. And there's only one Mac Hansen, and that shows his personality.
How did that come about?
Because he's the joker of the pack, and the lads asked him if we won the Grand Slam, would he do that? And he said 100% yes, and he didn't need to be asked twice, he just did it. The funny part of that, though, is that when he got it done, say a week or two later, he sent me a picture on WhatsApp of that. and I just let him stew for 24 hours. And he was begging me the whole time, please reply, do you not like it? Is it wrong, blah, blah, blah. He was stuck with it for life anyway, so I put him out of his misery eventually.
OK, Max in the news at the minute, 3-game ban for what he said about the officiating at one of the Connacht games. What did you make of all of that?
Oh, yeah, they've apologised for it as a club and Mac personally as well. You know, it's all... it's an emotional game, isn't it? You know, it means a lot, but at the end of the day, our game is loved by all because of the respect that we have for the referees, etc. So he'll learn a lot from that and move on.
We can't let you go without talking Lions. I'm sure you're ready for that. I'm assuming you're going to be picking pretty much all Irish players for the tour.
Not really, no. Whoever deserves it. That's always the job of a head coach. You know, everyone always asks about the difficult decisions to be made, but it's my job to do the right thing by the team, and the team that I'm going to be coaching in the summer will be the British and Irish Lions. So I'll be intrigued. I'll be intrigued to watch from the sidelines. It's a bit different for me. To watch from the sidelines for the Six Nations, and not just that, the big games in Europe and the URC and Premiership, etc. after that. So good luck to everyone.
Look, Andy, good luck to you. I know you have flown halfway around the world to be with us tonight. We cannot thank you enough to come in and join these IRFU celebrations this evening. Give it up one more time for Andy Farrell.